Sommerfeld with CAMHPRO, California Association of Mental Health Peer-Run Organizations. And if you see, I'm out in a park today. Why am I out here in a park? Well, if you've been following us, we are traveling to 5 regions in 5 weeks, visiting different peer-run organizations. And it is our CAMHPRO Live 5 and 5 Peers Across California campaign. We are out here in the wonderful city of Natomas. And if you don't know where Natomas is, it's a suburb of Sacramento. And we're here to hang out and chat with our friends from One New Heartbeat. So you definitely want to check them out. What's the website, One New Heartbeat?
I don't know.
And I'm here with M Love.
OneNewHeartbeat.org.
There you go. And we've got Waynette, founder.
Hey!
And she's on live too.
We're live.
So-
we're streaming on Facebook and Instagram just so we catch it all.
We're live doing lives.
This Daniel.
We've got more people coming.
This Tim. We got Tim.
We're live. Hey Tim, say hi to everyone. And Danny, my colleague from CAMHPRO.
Hello, everyone.
And what's your name again? I'm sorry.
That's Dr. Feathers.
Dr. Feathers. Hey, Dr. Feathers.
And we also
So, as you see, they have brought amazing food out to the park. We're going to be having a real peer-to-peer picnic in the park. And if you're new to following us, we were inspired. Actually, our executive director, Andrea Wagner, was inspired to do this type of campaign because she found someone named Tom Grossi, who is a podcaster who was traveling to 30 NFL stadiums in 30 days to unite communities and football fans and raise money for St. Jude's. So we decided that we wanted to put a peer spin on it. So we are visiting peer-run organizations. We are doing an awareness campaign to all the changes happening in mental health in California, but we're also building relationships and community with each other because that's what peers do best. So if you're new to any of this, peers means that we identify as people with lived experience with mental health challenges, substance use challenges, maybe we've been unhoused. There's honestly, anyone is a peer in some way or another.
So justice involved, people.
And don't forget the justice involved. That's right.
And the little chillin'.
And the what?
Little chillin'.
And the little chillin'.
Because we've all been children at one point in our life. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the most important point. We're more similar than different.
Absolutely.
And peers are just trying to relate to other people with mental health in a more human way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, like I said, one of our goals is to champion California peer-run organizations, raise opportunities, awareness, and funds to further CAMHPRO and our other partners' missions to uphold the values of mental health, peer support through education, outreach, and advocacy. So, let's learn a little bit more. Danny, do you mind asking them a few questions so I can get that?
No problem.
All right. I'm going to have Danny have a little chat with One New Heartbeat so we can learn a little bit more.
Hey. Hello. Okay, I got to stop right now because I got to go home.
So we're going to find out more about One New Heartbeat and who they are, what they're doing, why they're doing it. All that good stuff.
Yeah, so tell us give us a little history of One New Heartbeat.
Can you speak up?
Didn't I say I had to go home to go to the bathroom? I live like...
Do we need to stop?
No, you can keep going. What is it you'd like to know? I'm so sorry.
A little history, when did it start?
When did it start?
Your mission statement.
Well, we've changed our mission statement. Our mission statement used to be to provide everyone with continuous education and support regarding personal mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. And as we started, it was for people that weren't necessarily in the system or receiving services. It was like, what about everybody else, right? So Tim and I and a couple of others, we started One New Heartbeat to provide a safe space and a supportive environment for people to get through whatever it was they were going through. So in the beginning, in 2008, we were really working with people that were incarcerated. For a decade, Tim and I went into the jails, provided pre- and post-release services utilizing WRAP, the Wellness Recovery Action Plan. Most importantly, the recovery topics that are included in there, lifestyles, living spaces, so on and so forth. And we decreased recidivism by 87.5%. So out of 750 people that we provided services to pre- and post-release, 6 out of 7 haven't reoffended. And we've taken people, as formerly incarcerated people ourselves, we've taken people from convict to CEO, right?
Wow.
As I've done for myself as well. And then we had open groups to the public that were living with life-threatening illnesses, a lot of cancer, a lot of HIV, a lot of hepatitis C, co-infection between the two. So again, we started off, put in a lot of sweat equity, volunteer-based organization, just to provide support for people to get through whatever it was they were going through and walk with them, you know, on the journey towards healing and recovery, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And when I say spiritually, I'm not talking religious. We're not a faith-based organization, but how are we aware of our creativity? How are we patient? How do we have empathy and compassion and understanding? Number one, for ourselves, and then we can extend that to others, right? So that's how we started, just to provide a space for people that weren't necessarily wanting to receive behavioral health services, right? Not being caught up in a system that's broken and not working for them, right? Yeah.
Awesome. And one question I've been wanting to ask is, how did you come up with the beautiful name?
Oh, that's a story. So we had supported the county in creating a organization, and then there were some bumps in the road and some things that were out of alignment for us. So Michael Broussard, who's also, you know, one of my co-founders, he's in Montana, recovering from a surgery right now. Hi, Michael. We figured we had a heartbeat going and a rhythm going. And that we did not want the rhythm. We couldn't stop the rhythm of what we were doing. So in an effort to continue it, we were like one heartbeat, because we all have the same rhythm, right? We're in alignment, and we're cut from the same cloth. And that name was taken, One Heartbeat. So we had to say One New Heartbeat.
Wow.
Right? One New Heartbeat. We're still in alignment. We're still moving. We're still in this thing called life together.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's not a destination.
Well, and each heartbeat is a new opportunity, almost.
And they're in sync.
Yeah.
Right? Our heartbeats are moving together. So it's about the energy and the flow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was One New Heartbeat. So we just kept it going.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Well, tell them your website one more time.
Oh, Jesus. What is our website?
MLove?
www.onewhartbeart.org. onenewheartbeat.org.
All right.
onenewheartbeat.org.
Thank you so much. And if you guys want to hear more about One New Heartbeat and more of our questions about this wonderful peer-run organization, come back. We'll do another live. All right. Take care, everyone.
Got it.
If you're near Sacramento, come visit us. Where are we? We're
right by the airport, so we're in North Natomas.
North Natomas.
Yeah, right off. You can get off on Del Paso, Arena, or you can actually get off on Elkhorn.
What's this?
Elkhorn's closest because it's right here.
What's this park called?
Northborough.
Northborough Park. We're out here till about 1. So come, unless the potato salad is gone by then. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, this is Danny Medina.
Hello, everyone.
In Natomas, California, suburb of Sacramento. And we are featuring One New Heartbeat for our 5 and 5 Peers Across California campaign. Hey, this is M Love. Hi, M Love. Can we start just by you telling us a little bit about One New Heartbeat?
Oh, wow. Well,
Or what do you do at One New Heartbeat?
thank you. I am head cupcake maker.
I love
I
it.
help mommy bake cupcakes. Basically, I love my position at One New Heartbeat. I'm program manager, and as program manager, I get to have a voice in the content that we provide online and in person. And basically, I'm also an advanced level rap trainer.
Can you tell people what RAP is if they don't know?
Sure, it is Wellness Recovery Action Planning. And brainchild of Marianne Copeland and company. Basically, this plan saved my life in terms of it gave me a way of being self-determined. And so I took control tools, things like wellness toolboxes and things like just brought my focus in on how I could stay well myself. And that really intrigued me. What I would really like to say is that in 2017, I came into contact with RAP planning in Georgia. And it made sense, and I wanted to be a facilitator of it. But I didn't have the funds to get myself educated. And then in 2021, I was invited to a Zoom program to talk about my writing, my poetry, and to share it. And One New Heartbeat members were on that meeting, and we connected. And through the magic of time, I got an invitation to come to California to be trained as a rap facilitator, and then an offer of work once I was trained. And so I moved out to California to do this wonderful work and do this program that really supported me in being well on my own. So I get to do what I love, which is be a support for peers, a real support. Not someone that tells someone what to do, but someone who sits next to someone while they figure it out. Mm-hmm. And don't tell nobody, but I can't believe they paid me to do that. Because it's the most selfish thing I've ever done, which is to help myself daily by helping others. And so I'm glad to be a support of the visionary of One New Heartbeat, Waynette, and be mentored through how to do this in the most engaging and safe way possible. And we do that every day, so it is not work. And I get to do it from a living room because we don't have brick and mortar, so we work from home.
That's why we're out here at the park, huh?
We're out here in the park, al fresco.
There's Dr. Feathers. Hi, Dr. Feathers. They brought some really good food. We had a potluck, a peer support potluck. Oh, awesome.
So, Emma, what's unique about your community, and what is that relationship like?
Well, I can speak to that in a couple of ways, Danny. Unique about the One New Heartbeat community and culture is that we are our community. We are either living with, supporting someone with mental health, or we are advocates for the justice involved. Basically, like I said, I was on a Zoom call with One New Heartbeat. I was in Georgia, there in California, and something was said that I knew I wanted to be a part of it, in that we were a place for where people don't fit. You do not have to have a diagnosis to receive support from us. And so that really touched my heart, because having a diagnosis is not just asking for help anymore. It could put you in a very dangerous place for your freedom. And so we support people wherever they are, in whatever method that they're using that's already working. And we get in there with them. And as I said, we are of that community. So it's very, very personal and very close to home, the work that we do every day.
I love hearing that. That makes me feel like you're really approaching it from a humanistic standpoint and not necessarily putting people in boxes by their diagnosis or even requiring that.
Exactly, because there's got to be a place for everyone.
Right.
and there's got to be something to catch those that kind of, as the old saying say, falls through the cracks.
Yeah.
So that whatever your circumstances are, there is someone of your community that says, me too. And that there's not the movement me too, it's just that I'm here with you. And it has made a difference in my life, and I want others to feel that. And so to be a part of that, to be at the table, to be where that is being crafted and done is just a blessing. I can't repay that. So I just wake up every day knowing that the support I was looking for is here because I've been willing. And I know that there's someone out there that's really close to us, either in proximity or in the room with us that need to hear that. And so I'm really gracious to be a part of that. We are now a part of the Sacramento community, which is why we're here in beautiful Natomas. Sacramento, the founders and co-founders of this is from the Bay Area, so they moved here. And so we are wanting Sacramento to know that we are here, and we want to get to know you. We want to be with you. We want to get involved with what's already being done here and elevate it with our energy and our unique perspective on things. And so the pandemic did a lot of things, but it brought us together. People were meeting with us in squares that was far, near and far away, and they were finding community, and they were finding support. They were finding just a place to, as we call it, journal out loud, where you're not criticized, or it's just connection. And I think that the peer movement keeps me going, and so to be a part of it is like, again, I'm learning daily, Danny, on how to be a better supporter, how to be a better peer. What does California need in terms of how can we continue to support this that's already going on? And it's not all of it. All of us are needed. Everyone's needed, right? And I'm getting to meet different peers from different walks of life, and it's just amazing. So thank CAMHPRO for coming and spotlighting us to show that.
That's powerful. It's not my train of thought. Luckily, these clips are going to be able to be edited.
Right?
So that's all right.
Because my thoughts kind of climb out my right ear, and I'm trying to catch it, but sometimes it's gone.
But try to speak up, okay?
Okay.
Not you.
Okay.
So,
they know we live or nothing. We live.
how about you tell us a little bit about your peer staff?
Oh, our peer staff is very diverse. All the way from our volunteers.
Okay.
Danny, tell me who we're interviewing.
Yeah, we're interviewing Waynette from One New Heartbeat.
And we've got Dr. Feathers. Hi, Dr. Feathers. There's Waynette waving. All right, Danny, take it away.
All right, what we got?
Waynette, how would you describe your workforce?
My workforce? They're amazing. I don't know what I've done in life to be so blessed. I'm honored and privileged to have a group of people that I get to collaborate with and work with on a daily basis. They are truly family of choice. And I believe that my workforce is truly unique. Yeah.
Here's the workforce. Part of it. Part of it.
Workforce. Everybody has a voice in what we do. And again, as a co-founder and chief executive officer, there's things that I have to do from an administrative standpoint as far as taxes. And, I'm the final point of accountability. Mm-hmm. But programmatically, everyone has autonomy in doing what they do. So One New Heartbeat is just a platform for people to move their projects forward, whatever those projects are. There's no hierarchy, there's no micromanaging. Everyone's voice is heard, and everyone's part of the decision-making process. And what I love about us is that we're cross-trained and cross-functional. So we really there's no pressure because we have each other's backs, right? So everyone has a voice in the decisions that are being made, whether it's around programming or the business itself. We have an upside down service structure. So I report to the people and I report to my employees. versus my employees reporting it to me. I do what they tell me to do. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we're a little different. And
Makes
they
a lot
do
of
what the
sense.
community wants.
That upside down pyramid.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
And it works.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be well to do this work, but you can get well by doing it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Right?
Meaningful work gives you purpose.
At CAMHPRO, I'm part of the Peer Empowerment Partnership, which assists peers in navigating the certification process.
Right.
Is there anybody in your organization that is certified as a peer support specialist?
We have 2 certified peer support specialists. The majority of our staff have gone through the training. However, we're not an organization that's going to hire a clinician to sign off on hours, so we're waiting for the state to figure out what they're going to do with, I mean, we have 2 doctors on staff, of course, but if it's truly peers supporting peers, then I don't need a licensed clinician to sign off on what peers are doing. So we're just waiting to see where peers are going to have the power and influence that they need to be able to bill Medi-Cal and get reimbursed. We don't have any county contracts, so we're not able to bill Medi-Cal anyway. Does that make sense?
It does.
So we're just waiting for the state to get it together, and hopefully they're hearing our voices around letting peer support be peer support.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So
I'm sure there's peers out there that are doing peer support that came from the clinical world. So I wonder if that would work. You know, maybe they're peers now, but they still have a license. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I appreciate the honesty.
well, it works both ways, right? So
Yeah.
again, we just need the information. How do we, as non-clinical, we're a non-clinical organization, and again, we define peers as providing everyone with essential and effective resources and supports, right? Not necessarily mental health diagnosis, because we work with so many different people. Yeah, out of our scope, we work with people with life-threatening illnesses, cancer, HIV, hepatitis C, the youth-driven programs, substance use disorder, the opioid epidemic, justice involved.
Suicide ideation.
Yeah, we have a lot of that. We're doing alternatives to suicide groups and suicide and healing, saying the quiet parts out loud, journaling out loud. So we have such a multifaceted approach to support people with whatever it is, and we walk side by side with them, you know, on this journey. And how do you build for that? So if it's just mental health and substance use disorder, right, I get that, but we don't have clinical staff.
Right.
And I don't have the funding to be able to pay someone that's licensed the salary that because they went to school. There's a lot of value in licensing. I'm not taking away from that. But for very small community-based organizations like us without licensed clinicians, how are we to be able to provide the services and not, you know, we can't bill Medi-Cal, we can't get reimbursed for Medi-Cal. So if in the event we ever run out of funding, what we'll do is what we did for the first 13 years, which was we put in sweat equity. We're a volunteer based, we all had 9-to-5 jobs, union jobs, corporate America jobs, and we just put in sweat equity and did the work because we believe in the work. We didn't take a vacation for 10 years because we were in and out of the jails, housing 35 men at a time, and self-funding it.
Yeah.
But is that sustainable? Is it sustainable to do that? Because then we incur burnout and vicarious trauma and all compassion fatigue and all that other stuff. So we're trying to figure it out. We're still figuring it out right along with you.
Ask them about if they receive MHSA.
We do not receive.
You don't receive MHSA funding.
She answered that. Yeah.
We do not receive Mental Health Services Act funding to date. Our relationship with the community here in North Natomas is little to non-existent because we've just gotten here. So our hope is that through CAMHPRO supporting us with marketing, branding, and outreach, that the community will know that we're here. Love and Raphael do a lot of outreach in the poetry scene down in downtown Sacramento. But we live between 4 retirement communities, so I'm really thinking about the aging adults. And I'm also thinking about what's going on in these houses. We live in a very very nice, quiet neighborhood. And every day I'm thinking, what's happening in that house? What's going on in that house? Who needs support there? Who needs support, you know? So if people don't know that we're here, they're not going to be able to get the help that they need.
So how can people know that you're here?
Well, hopefully they'll see this broadcast, and hopefully we will be able to do some marketing and outreach in the community. We've had the last 3 months just bogged down in administrative work and, you know, funding and getting every implementation plans and strategic planning and SWOT analysis and all of that. So what we're planning to do for the next 3 months is to just increase our outreach within the community, to let them know that we're here.
And to
walk,
to keep up with all of that information,
put in the footwork.
onenewheartbeat.org. You can go on all the socials, One New Heartbeat, Instagram, Facebook.